about our applause?
There's no applause. Please, trust me, there's no applause needed. I don't want
And
applause.
I will tell you, we are so lucky to have Christian because he is a large part of the technology stuff going on, so.
Anyone can be immersed in it. I just wanted to announce the KW app and yeah. When is it the lights? So I need to turn the lights off, or is it okay?
Let's turn the lights on.
I don't know. All right. So anyways,
I feel like this is like massage music.
this is my music. This is when I work out.
Yeah, run my shoulders.
It's too early.
All right. So I guess we're gonna do
Oh, I like my
it.
coffee.
This would be like an intro loop for everyone that doesn't know, is not very fluent with it. A lot of you are fluent with it. A lot of you know what you're doing. A lot of you just need fine-tuned or little tools to help you. Christina, who hasn't used it? You have used it. Okay, but you haven't.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
like professional in it, but
no,
I use it.
so you have your landing pages. So this is like all like you know like all my transactions, blah blah blah, pictures, whatever. So.
Jeez.
No, not like that, but it's cool because you can customize them. Like my clients love this stuff. So like I did this for my clients, whatever. I closed on my client's house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I did that for them. That's my clients.
How do you do that?
I love that
You
picture.
just go in, you just do stuff like that. My clients love it. They love it because that's what they see when they log in.
Oh,
really?
neat.
That's what they see when they log in.
Take a picture of them and then.
Oh, it's
then
Facebook
load it?
stock, totally. And I tell them, I tell them I Facebook stalked you for a good picture, just
Oh,
so you know.
stop. If it's stop.
Yeah. Because I'm not usually friends with my clients until after we close on one transaction, and then I'll allow them to be friends with me on Facebook,
That makes
social
sense.
media.
You want to make sure everything goes good first.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, okay, so going here, so this is really cool. This, I don't know if anyone knows how to use this. Does anyone know how to use this dashboard here?
No.
Okay, so this is all. So you got your different views here. So this is going to be your dashboard view. So this tells you all your sales, which you have to physically in your loop change them, which we'll get. That's an advanced user. So I'm just going to go through these. So, and then the next one is going to be your loops. These are all your loops. We're going to go through and I can show you how to organize them, how to filter them through, which ones are closed, which ones are archived, because you don't want to see all the ones you've done. There's no point. I need to go through and do that. Next one are your tasks. So it's really cool in .loop. You can keep yourself accountable. See, like I should have checked that off a long time ago. But you can do personal tasks and you can do loop tasks. So loop tasks are really cool. You can keep your clients accountable on timelines and dates. So they get notifications when they log into the loop. It gives them a set, like what we need to do. And this so many days, this so many days, this so many days. So just so you know. Next one is going to be the people loop. Really cool here. So we do not have a .loop team, which is totally cool because .loop team is, I don't know if any of you guys have looked into the price, it's astronomical. And I don't think it's not that feasible unless we are like seriously like massively grown like in large scale. So you can set up your preferred vendors by yourself, super easy. And what the cool thing about this is Ryan and EerieView and all that. You can set them up so every time you start a loop, their automatic information is implemented in there. So you can give them early access to the contract. You can give them access to anything you need, like if you EerieView. If they need the contract or something, and you know, you can just share it with them, and they
For
can
short sale or whatever it is.
they can get access to
Do you do
your
that?
loop. You can do that, but my thing is we would have to talk about that because then that would
Yeah, because we don't want to skip.
No.
that would
Skip closing.
So,
and then be.
anyways, but just so you know,
Maybe
Put
that's
more
good
than
for
one
Jessica
vendor?
then.
that is good for you. You can make Jessica a preferred.
No,
You can't?
I mean you can, but
We don't want to be looped.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
guys don't want to do
And
that.
you know what?
Don't
let me-
share-
Can
yeah,
I
don't share
explain?
loops.
Can I explain why we don't want to be looped?
Go
Just because I don't want you guys to be like, we can't loop them. Just, even other agents, like
It makes it super
some of
confusing.
you've probably seen where agents will send me an offer directly through .loop,
Yeah.
and then
Because
I'll
they're
just
not-
say,
I've
hey.
seen that.
And they're not
Well,
reading
The thing is,
MLS.
if we have the listing already, we have a loop for it. As soon as another agent or yourself, as soon as yourself or another agent sends me a loop, that gives us 2 loops now.
Yeah, it
And it
does.
screws the office all up of which loop is the right loop, which loop isn't the, which loop's the correct loop to use. So it ends up putting 2 loops on our dashboard.
Yep. And that's how the same thing is
Screws things up.
too when
That's
you
why-
go
That is why we.
when
don't
you
want
go
to
in to
loop.
start your loop. A lot of times you're gonna see now that the other listings have a loop. You can totally there's two options. You can take data, you can like use their data, or you can merge. Do not merge. Do not merge.
They could see everything if you do that.
Do not merge. Yep. They can see everything. Do not ever merge. Don't add anyone to your team. I've done that before. It is annoying. Don't do it. So, okay, then below this is huge. Your contacts. This is where you need to put your people. You need to first implement them here, not in the loop. You need to come here
Oh.
and add your person because they are forever here. And the funny thing about this is Google builds off of this. When you allow access, Google goes in here and can pull their information for you. You can use .loop merges very well with other programs.
So when you add that person in there.
They're
and then
in
you
there forever.
And then you're starting a new loop,
You can find the person and it'll automatically upload them.
in your loop it'll.
Yeah, because it'll be saved from here, so you start typing their name and it'll come up and then you just click it and it
Oh, the
fills all
first
their,
couple letters.
Yep, it fills all their information in.
That's cool.
And then the next one is templates. So templates, this is where you can find all your stuff like clauses. If you're finding yourself using a clause a lot, put it in here. I have tons of clauses. Seller to contribute earnest money or inspections for buyers' informational purposes. I have clauses I use all the time. Put them in
Or
here
ones that you make up yourself you can add.
to protect your
Oh,
buyer.
that's cool.
Put that in there because then once you
You
I learned a
start,
lot today.
well, because when you put the text box and you start typing, this is where the clauses come up. They pop up. Offer subject to appraising at purchase price and or above. I use that one a lot too.
Right.
When I'm worried about the appraisal, stuff like that. Task. You can make a new task list. You can make a whole task for your buyer. So first time home buyer, loan approval. But I use a cool program called Amtree. I don't know if I'd introduced Jessica to it. It's super cool.
I started checking it out.
It's
yeah.
super cool. I use it for myself because I've been so busy sometimes that I've almost missed an ROC and that cannot happen. So yeah. So that's the gist of it. Those are those are the meat. And then this is your account. See, I don't know why I have two. I forget I was playing around with it one day. But you have your
No,
account.
mine does that too. Mine says my name. One says default user, and the other one
Oh, see,
has
yeah,
my name.
this is a generic one.
I think that's when people leave you,
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
that it's like a generic one.
Yeah. And then that's where you can go and you can edit your profile. See my account. Like you need to go in here and make sure like it's all this filled out. Like it's all your tagline, your nerds number. And here it's really cool because you can go to profile, change your profile, your number, your broker, make sure that's all right, your company name. And then you go to document preferences. You can change your document preferences. You can do all this. Upgrade we can't. Apps. See now you can go to app directory to extend upload.
Let me ask, where the templates are,
Yeah.
I know we change forms a lot, but we don't do it. We don't change forms like
So,
every week.
I can tell you that I might answer a question before you're going to say it. You can make .loop before when we had a technology guy here. It was so seamless that you would go in and put your information in one area and it would auto-populate the whole document for you.
It was awesome.
We can do that, but we have to do that on everyone's individual .loop.
Right, so we would have to
Okay.
upload all the documents and then
Dream-
put all the boxes and everything individually and then save it like that, so that way anytime I need to do a deal, I
Correct.
just populate it.
Correct, but then you're going to have to be in charge, or there's going to have to be a person in charge on keeping the documents in compliance. And whenever documents change, like Betty said, it's not just one, you were changing every
And
document.
it wasn't bad because we used to do that when there was only one or two people on a team.
Right,
It's
well,
very easy to do that.
it was like that when we
To go-
first started.
I mean, we can do it. I can
Oh,
show people how to do
so
it,
much better.
the person is going to have to be individually in charge of it.
Well, I would just say that if something like that, like we change a form, that Betty would say, everybody go into your loop today and change upload the new form. Like, if you
Yeah, once we're
remind people
set up,
to do
it's
it,
not gonna be,
yeah, if you remind people to do it, then it should get done.
and then maybe they have to send a message back to you
That it was
confirming
done,
that I
right.
uploaded the.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to do it, because this would be so much more you know what I mean? It's
Oh, yeah.
a
Efficient.
time saver, yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
So, okay, up here, filters.
Nice.
So I don't know if anyone's ever used this. This is how you
I
filter
do.
out.
Yeah, I have
So
before.
filters only work. They only work. Okay, I'm going to say this 3 times. Only work if you keep. Which one are we going to do? I can do this one because it's closed. Only if you come up here and see like this one, I should be closed. See purchase price. You have to change all this. You have to change all that. It'll only work, your filters, if you change those things. So I go up here, so I go to filter, and we're gonna do active listing,
So you only want-
private listing, you know.
What's a private listing?
I would do like a coming soon. That's what
Okay.
that's where a private listing would fall, because they don't have just a coming soon.
Okay.
See, pre-listing, pre-offer, in progress, and new. So I filter all these, it's gonna get rid of everything. So see, like these, I haven't went down here and done those yet. And then you can go back up here, if you're like, oh my gosh, it archives it, just you clear all.
Right. You
And
can
then you
find
filter
again.
it, just so you know, you clear all and you filter it. So that's filter, so activity log tells you everything. Sold, see?
Wait, whatever you were clicking on.
See,
that's
you can
what's
see
showing.
my sellers, like, and that's what I love. Like, people, like, I'll go in and be like, did you sign? They'll be like, I didn't get it, but they viewed it. I'm like, you got it and you viewed it. I can see you viewed it, so what's wrong? And I've done that to people.
Maybe they weren't finished reading it or something.
Correct, but like,
You wanna ask.
but you never have those clients, clients can't get away with crap now with this.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have a lady that, at work, her personal email doesn't work, so she uses her boyfriend's email. So every time I have to send her a document, I have to ask her which one, and then I have to go into here and change the email address. Can I add her twice with two different emails?
Yeah,
Like one person can have two different emails?
Yeah.
Do you just put it in the
Name it like
list?
one and two.
you just put in the
it like
you just
one
add the
and two.
person. But I would do something to signify the person's name to know that's a different email, so like an asterisk next to her name or something like that, that you know
Or
that.
can I add her middle initial to one and
No.
just keep it out of the other?
Yeah,
Is that
sign a
okay?
legal Yeah.
Yeah.
name. So if
Okay.
it's like I had a guy that was signing John something, James something, and I'm like, he's like, oh, it's Jonathan something. I'm like, you have to sign Jonathan. You cannot sign James. You have to sign your full legal name. I don't care what's in .loop. You have to sign your full legal name.
Yeah.
Also, if you have, let's just say, because we learned this from Hawk Road, if X Realtor creates a loop for this
Oh, yeah.
address with this woman's name in it, and he misspells the name, and she never catches it where she manually changes it, even if we create new loops for her in the future, with her right spelling, whenever she signs it, it kept showing up with
She has to-
incorrect spelling.
She has to go in and she can change it. Yeah.
It was simple to do, but she was not noticing it, but like it said
Where
it.
did you have those people uploaded again? Sorry.
People. Contacts. This will auto-populate through the whole .loop. Any
So-
It
loop.
says add personal.
So from now on, instead of just doing it in each loop,
And
put
each
them there
loop,
first?
when you first go in, go to your person. If you know you're gonna add 2 or 3 people, add them in automatically. Just do
Because they
it.
can make an offer and then that falls through and now their name's already in there, you don't have to keep re-adding.
Yep,
it. It's-
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
Then next last thing, you can sort by last updated. I like that. I like last updated.
Why do you choose
Oh,
a
yeah,
circle?
yeah,
Yeah, I like that
instead
better.
of
Yeah, me
line?
too.
Or wait, where?
That's awesome.
There we go. It's last updated. And then the next you can do switch to list view. You can do a list
Okay.
view. You can do a bubble view. List
I
view.
normally do list view.
Me too. I
Bubble
like
view.
And
that.
I like that feature too, the list view like that, because I like the drop downs underneath where it says purchase or sold and how, like what the price is, the date
Yeah.
that it's under contract.
See, that's sold. That's sold. Horton, you know.
I do have a
We're
question.
under contract.
I do all those.
Honey Gold, we're under contract. See, that makes me feel good when I do that stuff. Okay.
I have a question, and maybe
Yeah.
if I'm jumping the gun, let me know.
Right.
So I got a property and I'm negotiating. All of a sudden, the agent from the co-broke shares a loop with me.
Hate
But it's not part of my, so now that creates a whole nother loop.
Tell
Yeah, I
them,
hate
and you know what
that.
I call and I tell them? I'm like, I'm sorry. I
Send
appreciate you
them
sharing my loop. If anything, can you just send me the loop? That's fine every time to sign off and send, but attach it as a PDF. I won't open the loop. I just tell them, I go,
I scan it and then upload it to my stuff.
I tell them anymore. I'm like, don't send me the .loop. Don't share me in it.
I
Don't
do
do anything
too.
with me. It's too much work. Just
Yeah,
download
mine
it.
is.
And some people are like, well, that's just more work for me. Well, then I don't know what
Don't
to tell
open
you.
the loops. Tell
It's
them
a
to
click
send
of
it
a
as
button
an
that says
attachment.
download.
So if I have a
Hard.
listing that I make an offer on, I share it and say,
No.
can you edit and no.
Just do it as an attachment.
You're
Because
saying
I'm
never
saying
share
the
stuff through dot loop?
I don't have.
Yeah, so
But
we're gonna
they
talk
have
about
the
that.
same-
We're gonna
They
talk
may
about
have the
that.
same
Okay.
issue as us.
We're gonna talk about
All
that.
right, Dave, let's get back on. Back on.
So, starting
Let
a
Christian
loop.
go, because this is videotape.
Starting a loop. So we're gonna click here, this starts a loop. So you make the name of the loop. So let's do, seeing how stuff will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do 1, 2, 3 main. Okay? And then I'm gonna select templates. So down here is where you have all your templates. So you can have listing, rental, condo, standard, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna go buyer standard. Because we work with all
Although
buyers.
those aren't our.
Correct, so you gotta
So you guys are
understand.
not gonna be using
So
them.
when you get this, these are not our documents.
Do not,
Upload
do not
them?
use those.
Yeah, we can upload a whole folder that has our documents that are pre-templated. Yes, you can do that.
Yep.
And then you're gonna do buyer standard, and then we're gonna create the loop.
But this isn't what you do, is it?
What do you mean?
As a team?
Yeah.
No, because these
Oh,
loops,
yes, you're just doing the loop, right?
So
You're not
watch, so
uploading
this is what I do.
paperwork.
So you see, as a team, we have all these documents, blah, blah, blah. Automatically, first thing I go in is I click them, and I archive them, and it gets rid of it. I don't have to see it anymore. There's no missending, there's no
Couldn't just do a
missigning.
blank
Could
loop.
just
You
do a
could,
link
you
loop.
can.
That's what I do.
I just always have done it this way. So then I go, add folder, and then I'm like, whatever. You do your purchase, I'm like, purchase, agreement, and then whatever. And then, so down here, so, okay, did I go too quickly for anyone?
No, we're
She
good.
went to go warm up for coffee real quick.
Okay, what was it? So anyways, so that's how you put new folders in. You add folder, and you can show archives. So you got your templates, your browser, and email. Did you know that you can email documents directly to a loop?
Email?
Yep, directly to the loop. So if you do email, you copy and paste this, you put it in the
Email box,
and send it, and it goes directly to here.
The what? Say that again?
So exactly what I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's-
So you go to your email,
Mm-hmm.
you copy. So like, let's say you want to send it. Let's say someone wants to send the signed ROC. Someone wants to send the signed purchase agreement. They're going to upload. They're going to email to you. Great. Email it to my KW. And could you also text them this? Could you also CC this in on it? When they CC in on it, it's going to go directly to this folder.
Nice. Cool.
I don't know if I use. So
or they can email it, you can download it and slide it in.
yeah, but make it easier for you.
I get you.
Hello. So Christine, I don't know if you saw. So for us, did you see? No, you're fine. Did you see me archive how I did archive the folders?
Yes.
Okay, so when I add a new folder, you add a new folder,
Mhm.
and then we're talking about this, and then this comes up.
Mhm.
So you can templates brings up templates.
Mhm.
Browse brings up your normal,
Mhm.
whatever your folders are. All those, and then email. Little tidbit: they can email you the document. If you give them this email, whatever they send you will go directly to here.
Oh.
It makes it very
So
simple.
you can copy and paste that and
Yeah.
say, hey, will you email the ROC to this, copy
Yep.
this up.
Okay.
So, going down here, provided lenders. Gina's a good one. I would see why I think you should be sharing Gina and everyone that you have a home warranty. I think you should share it.
So can we put all of our vendors that are on the list in there, like?
Yeah, you can do
So
it.
more than one mortgage, more than one moving and storage?
I mean, yeah, you can do it. You can have as many. I mean, technically, you have many in here. Like escrow, you can swap it out for ear review. But we had a conversation about this. We just don't want it going. We don't want them jumping over Jessica and just going in the loop and grabbing. I mean, or do stuff like that. I mean, we got to come up with a system because she needs to
The
be.
closing department, after something goes under contract, the closing department's the only one that should be contacting the title company.
Correct.
So we, as a group, wouldn't
And
contact.
so you
the
can
title
manage that and add a person. That's where you can add your people.
But unless you click on them during the transaction, they're not gonna see anything unless
Nope.
you give them
company. Not
permission.
unless you send it to them.
See my Google, my iPhone does both because I have a Mac. It does everything. All right. Anyway, so that's you can add your people. All right, going back up top. So we're gonna go through. So activity log says you get everything on the loop.
Can I mention one other thing too?
Yeah.
I just got to thinking. You may not want to put your lender in there. Don't share your documents with your lender. Because
True
you
statement,
don't
because-
you do not want to share your ROC with them. You don't want to, unless they are asking for documents through Jessica, we don't want to share, because we could lose the deal right there.
You're absolutely right because there was. I
If
just had
they
this.
send that to underwriting and we're screwed.
I just had this on my one deal that closed. The someone, the other agent or someone, sent something to the, I forget, the
the, like-
title company or something, and the bank got a hold of it, and the client wanted to leave a check. It wasn't a big deal by any means. We totally got it done.
We had somebody send a whole entire inspection report to the lender, and it went to underwriting.
Oh yeah, see that's a no-no because then the lender knows everything and then you're just like, well,
Yeah, then you're
like wah wah.
crossing your fingers and
You
looking
are
at
wah
everything
wah
else,
at that
hoping you're
point.
right
Yeah,
to go.
you're just you have no control. Anyway, so that's super. That's cool. Yeah. It's just a wah wah moment. So you guys will never have to do this, but when you're a single agent, you have to submit this for review. So like, you know how lovely Jessica keeps her file in compliance, and we don't even have to submit for review, and she reaches out to me and it's like, Christian, you need this, you missed this, and I'm like, okay, Jessica. Total true statement. But it's cool, before you would have to submit for review. We don't have to do that, that's something that we're blessed, and we have Jessica for, who keeps us in compliance. She submits them for review to the office. That's a whole extra step you guys do not have to do. All right, so we're gonna go on the nitty gritty. So here, this is where we put the information. So I would do pre-author here. And then you're gonna click view details. And then this is where you can add the lovely photo, you can change the transaction type, you can change the status. Always use the property address. Always use your property address. Always.
Or if the custom name is the property address.
That's fine, but don't put like schmo and schmoed, or.
Well, I put Schmo and Schmoet before they find the property.
Yeah, I get that.
If I have their buyer.
See, I'm not so, see,
I don't think the office cares as much.
No.
When you're a single
I'm just, it's just a
agent, they want
habit for
the
me.
address.
It's just a habit for me.
You could have separate folders under like a name.
Correct.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
what if you're working with people who are buying more than one home from you?
That's fine, good job.
And keep a loop
Yeah, I
with their
always
buyer
keep under their
agreement
name.
and consumer
Yeah,
guide.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know, I'm just
That's
when
like your buyer's
I have
license.
started loops for my clients, and you can, that's a great thing. If you're gonna start the loop with the client name, but then you gotta remember at the end, if, I don't know, change it, but whatever, that's always, so anyways.
It's all minor.
That's all minor. So here, okay, people. This is the nitty gritty. So make sure that everything's filled out in here. This should auto-populate. Auto-populate, always. And then this is where you can add your people. Send intro email. Who is using this? You should be using this every time you add someone to the adult loop. Send an intro email. I sent you an intro email, and once again, if you don't want to type it every time, type up a draft, copy and paste it. Hi, welcome to .loop. This is where we're going to keep your transactions. Blah blah blah. Get you like and copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Make your life easy. Don't forget to change your role. If they're the buyer, the seller, buyer or seller, don't forget to do that. Never add. It gives them the power that you have.
No, it's-
Whoa.
I don't want that.
No.
So unless we were adding Jessica,
Yep. But there's no need to.
no, I get it.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Correct.
Now, let me ask you, so when you add a seller
On the
or a
buy?
client, when you
Okay.
add a client,
Okay.
can they see everything in
Nope.
that loop or just what you're sharing? to
Just
them,
what you
right?
share with them.
Okay, good, that's what I thought.
Only what you share with them, and know that when you share a document with them, you only give them signing privileges, or you can give document viewing privileges. Absolutely, I give them viewing privileges.
I do full warranty, both.
I never give them full access to edit, proof, anything. They don't get that privilege.
And they only get.
And I won't give other agents that. They'll be like, give that to. I'm like, no.
What?
Oh yeah. Is there some agents like, well, just like, well, I'll go in and change it for you to buy. Like I had a listing, they're like,
Oh, yeah.
just share and let me edit in private. And I can do it. I'm like, no. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I have to show the proof of the history of the document.
Well, it'll put it in dot loop. If you
It
do.
does, but I want it right on the document. I want strikeout marks. I want new boxes. I'm anal like that. I want to see it. I want to be able to see. Okay, we went from 420, 425. It's right there in the document.
So,
I was told from the office that they don't want you to
They don't.
upload clean ones. They want to see
No,
every
you're not.
single thing
You're so-
on there.
it's the-
Even
it's-
if there's 1,000 boxes on there, they
They're
want
absolutely
Well,
right.
I will tell you though, lenders don't like that.
They
They
don't.
don't, but that's too
you're,
bad.
listen, if it's just like one or two times, but if you have where you've gone back many times.
I do that with my Honey Gold. My Honey Gold, she like, for some reason, she used a different software and she put like X's and all this stuff, and I had to go through and like strike out, move box. Like I had to organize it.
I think
Yeah.
my first contract had more initial boxes than it did actual words.
It's okay, it's allowed.
She put initials and everything. She got initial happy. I was like, I don't care.
It's initials.
Now, I notice a
What?
lot
I
of
don't care.
co-broks will have everyone sign the bottom of each page. That's not necessary.
That's a new thing. I
It is
experienced
necessary.
It is?
not for our documents.
If there is
though.
a place for it,
Yeah,
or
it's necessary.
somebody
No.
else does it, you have to do
Yes.
it.
I do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not on our documents.
No,
though.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I've
on-
been seeing it on.
But I've been seeing on everyone, trust me, because I had a guy that flipped out. He's like, you didn't sign every page, and it was my bad. I was just like, wow.
So if they sign her initial, you sign her.
If the other party initials or signed, you better have your party right next to it, because the office is gonna flag it.
Correct. Okay,
The
so
lender could too.
So this is where you can go into the nitty gritty. You can go in and add everything. So this was really awesome when our dot loop, when we had a tech guy here in the whole Keller Williams, and you would pretty much put in your information like, you put the address, you put the purchase sale, you put the earnest money held, you put everything in, and then after you're done you hit save, and then you upload a document, it had the boxes already filled out for you, it would implement everything. It would just go bam, 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 auto-populate the whole document. You'd have to go through and you have to like change things. But this is what this is for, the nitty gritty. Now I'm just a I just have old habits, so I go through and I fill out as much as I can with this. Now, like there's MLS numbers, like square footage, like bathrooms. I do that. I only do it for myself because I'm just weird like that.
What's the benefit of having that?
Well, when you get to the documents auto-populating, that's the benefit.
For like square footage, it doesn't really auto-populate.
On the one home warranty form, it does.
Oh, so would it auto-populate there? I didn't know that.
So you put everything in here, and then that was the reasoning for all this. It would auto-populate. You would just put everything in here, you put it in once, and then the computer would, the program would auto-populate.
So
So it
is
cuts
it-
your time writing down your contracts from like, I can write a contract without it being auto-populated in 30 minutes with Dotloop. It's easy. It's not hard. But it would honestly, it would take your document time for you doing a contract to like 10, 15 minutes and you're done. You're like whipping them out. You can do 4 contracts in an hour. You're just like bam, 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 bam.
If you're that busy, that's freaking awesome.
I mean, it happens. It happens.
No, I've had days like that.
So that's pretty much the autofill settings. Do we have any questions? And you can search your MLS number. So like I'd be like 1421. See?
Well, what is cool is that kind of keeps your stuff all in one place, which is
Yep.
kind of neat, like for future down the road. I mean, even, you
Great
know,
thing
a
about
year
this
from now,
program
you want
is-
to mail your clients or something,
Dot
you want to
loop.
do something for your clients.
If
right
you
there.
go in and you look at your closing date and you change everything, I go back and use Dotloop for my 1 year, my anniversaries and my house's clients, how long they've been in their house once they get a card. Happy 1 year being in your house. Happy 2 year. Stuff like that.
What are the chances of us ever getting to the point where we actually will upload these documents for
It
autofill?
can happen. It's a it's gonna be time
The
consuming.
first time it is.
Yeah, first time it is. You gotta understand, but you gotta, it's doable. That's all you need to know. It's totally doable. So, do we have any questions as of right now? I know there was a question that we were waiting until the end, because that was pretty much, I mean, I can go in the nitty gritty, how to add stuff. Let's see. Let's do one here.
Well, right now, we're all having to download the document and then adding it. Right?
So this is an ROC I received. This is the most. Anyways, you guys, it doesn't matter. We're on a team. So this is an ROC I received. This is an ROC I was dealing with on the
Looks like the
listing
one
side.
I received on Sunset.
Well, luckily I coached my client redoing everything on this ROC.
Wow, even number 9?
Even number 9 we are doing. We are doing number 9.
The door does not
It
latch.
takes a couple seconds.
Okay.
Wow.
My bedroom door.
That's what I'm
doesn't.
dealing with right now. This is what I'm dealing with, but that's okay. We're getting it done.
That's a health
Well,
hazard.
well done,
You're working
Christian.
Take the chips
Good
out.
job.
I'm working with the seller. So anyways, Dotloop. So this is like see. So they have DocuSign up here. So going through Dotloop, you have all your things up here. So you have more. So you can do show tasks. See, this is where there's no task. But if you do task, whatever. Document history. Host in-person signing. This is a great tool if you have someone that's like,
I don't know how to do a computer.
I don't know how to do computer, blah, 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 but you don't have a doc. If you have your laptop on you, you can sign a contract. If you have internet use, you can have it, because all you do is you go to and then see there's no one available to sign. So this is the cool thing. You have to assign the people to sign So if I do this,
Are you talking about if they're like right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
so I'm gonna go down here and be like, you know what, we're gonna sign this now. I'm gonna get you to sign this. I'm gonna get you to, shoot.
Joe Schmo.
Email. Okay, Bob, I do have one, so okay. Okay. So,
Then you go to more.
oh, see, I don't remember how to get in this. I think it's gonna be hard.
I think that's it.
Let's see if it works. All right, so this is really cool.
Oh, so you're signing for them?
You're in front of, you're in front of them.
passing the device?
No, you're passing the device. Let me tell you, you are do never sign for a client ever unless
You're in front of them, right?
yes,
So you're there.
and that is physically them signing it.
Well, I get what you're saying.
Well, I don't
I'd
feel
be
anyone
saying-
here with the dances in the gray area too heavily, so I'm okay with showing it here. There's some
I
people
hope
that
not.
question.
I bet he's like.
This is if you're in front of them.
And you're in front of them.
Right, you're in front
They
of them
have to
right
be,
now.
but the thing is, they have to be signed up in .loop. They have to have their information put in here. But it's really cool if you have someone that's like, you're out, and a buyer's like, oh my god, I want to buy this house. We have to write an offer. You can write an offer right there. You
You know,
can-
this is
No, I
no-
like that, I like that.
I gotta tell you, there's no difference in sending something where you have a husband and wife and they both have an email and you send them both an email and the wife is actually opening both documents, but legally
Ooh,
that's
you
not.
don't, you never heard.
I know, I know I never heard it, but there's no way to
You
like.
don't know. Yep.
See?
That's
And
why
this, I
I
don't know
think
if
it's
you guys
funny.
know this. I love this. So wait, see, Bob viewed. I love that.
Yeah.
Bob viewed. You didn't sign. Why didn't you sign? I love that.
Mhm.
I'm,
Or you see one party signed and the other didn't
I'll
sign.
call my clients and be like, you viewed it, but you didn't sign
I'm
it.
like,
Someone
hey
else signed
Mary,
it.
tell your husband he needs to
Yeah,
sign the
same
document
here,
that you
same
just
here.
signed.
So anyways, going through here, so that's really cool. That's a little cool feature if you didn't know. But okay, so anyways, going here, you can add signature, initials, text, date. For some reason, the date box is, oh, now they fixed it.
It's going
Oh,
really
it's good
low
now?
down below.
Well, before it wouldn't come up, so they fixed it now. So
It was coming up, it was going really
See,
low
mine
on
never
the
came
screen
up.
and you couldn't
When I was
see.
trying to put the date in, yeah.
Yeah, mine never. So then you have the stuff like the radio boxes.
What's a radio box?
That's like your checkbox.
Is that what they're calling it, radio box?
Yeah, you can call it radio box and checkbox. That's what it's called. Look.
It says checkbox.
Radio button, sorry.
I don't know what a radio
Wait,
box
what's
is.
a radio
Look,
button?
look,
Is
look.
that just a dot?
circle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you want to differentiate
Is that
yourself.
what the young kids are using?
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
and
what the
then
millennials are using.
strike through.
It's kind of like a bullet point.
Everyone knows there's strike through.
Yeah, I've learned this right through.
Oh, thank you, I never saw,
Yeah, there's a
I never
strike
saw you
through.
could stretch it
And
like
you
that.
can change your wording.
Really?
It's already typed in. It's all good.
Everybody knows
You
that.
don't-
It
you know
says
this. Turns out
edit in
it's-
private. What does that mean? Where it
So-
says edit in private?
Which
Under,
one?
like to the left, under,
the-
under where it says
yeah.
ROC, what is that?
You have permission. So like you are the only one allowed. So as an agent, or you're the only one allowed to edit this in this folder in private. Like you can't. So if you gave someone else like can sign, they can't go in. If you gave them only signing privileges, they can't go in and change things. They can only click the sign. That is it. They can't add boxes. They can't change lettering. They can't change their name. They can't do nothing other than sign and view only.
Make sure you're clicking those boxes too, because
Can you mention what you
I forgot to
about
click
it?
one time and I
Telling
see
it's
that the
blank
wife
at the
is
document
editing.
when
I'm
you
like,
have to make a change.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Christian, I have
don't,
this
because I
thing
don't
happening
decide.
sometimes too, and it
Okay.
happens actually within the team
tell her
too.
to do that.
So I representing the seller, we get an offer, guy sends it through Loop. And so anytime, like I tried to do a strike through because we said something different on the price. So I try and do a strike through, it's like, hey, it'll erase, that message.
You have- so
It's
any-
gonna erase all signatures and everybody has
You
to
have to copy as a
re-sign.
flat PDF
So
always.
you copy it out,
Always as a
I
flat
have to
PDF.
download it, bring it back in,
That's
then
an
do the
easier way to
strike
do it.
through.
I'll show you. There's an
Okay,
easier
because
way to
that's
do
it, I've downloaded it.
That's what I told him to do, I told him to download it.
There's an easier
upload
way
it.
to
Yeah, I
downloading
download
it.
it, I bring it back in as a file, I do the strike through, I add my
Yeah,
checkbox, my
and
initial
dot loop is
boxes.
always gonna keep that feature because that protects everyone from someone going through and fudging with stuff.
Right, I understand that, it's just gonna erase.
So there's an easier
Because
process I'll
that
show you.
happened
That's a copy to file.
Because
That's
that
super
happened
easy.
between me and Adam.
That's done through Dotloop?
In Dotloop, you don't even have to exit Dotloop.
Oh, cool, yeah, because that
Where's
Can you
that
show
at?
us how to do that?
Where's that at?
Because that happened way back when between Adam.
Because I do that all the time too.
Yeah.
Where he did it,
So I'll
he
show
did
you.
it twice, where it erased every signature on the thing twice. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, you gotta re-sign this, and they're like, what's going on?
So you have a lot, and then now you can download, you can print, you can save as a template, you can show document history, you can save it, save and share. Coolest thing on save and share, you can add people from here, like bam. You want to add people, you can add them. Like if you want this, see,
Quick question. So
Yeah.
we had this issue, Betty and I, we accidentally made a change and it erased
Yep.
signatures.
Yeah.
Is there like an undo button?
no.
There should be.
You just do the, well, you got this screen.
What?
That
Just
screen
one
says,
of
are
it.
you sure you
One
wanna do
freebie.
this?
Yeah, there's
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it asks you if you're sure you wanna do it, because it's gonna erase all the signatures, and then you go, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
No,
And then
yes,
make
it is."
sure that you attach as a PDF in your email every time. It makes everything easier for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, I do like
It's
when I
super
see
cool
that.
because this is how I tee up my buyers sometimes. You don't have to do it, but I do it this way. I'm like, I sent you the purchase agreement. Before you go in signing the purchase agreement, I attach as a PDF. Please prove the purchase agreement before you sign. Because once you sign, it just creates a whole extra step.
Yeah.
That's what they did for the Normandy thing. When they sent it over, they shared it through Dotloop, but then they also attach each
Yeah.
document as a PDF at the end of it.
And it's great because then you're
So I'll
buying.
be able to see it.
Yep. So that's a great thing. Use that. That is such an underutilized button. And then on here you can always add a message. Which I don't know why it won't. Oh, Bob said. Anyways. I was gonna save the chair.
I didn't do
Did I not do
anything
it?
with it because you obviously had to make your changes and stuff, so I didn't look at it.
Okay, to make a flat copy. So here, let me find something that was signed. So your document signed. You don't want anything to be, So, signed, you don't want to lose your signatures. You're gonna click.
Can you explain the split button too? Because I showed some team member the split button a couple weeks ago.
That was great.
I love this. I love this.
I wasn't gonna call anybody out.
I love it.
it wasn't
Okay.
Dave, was it?
I don't know.
I don't know who it was.
If you are you paying attention, Dave?
No.
Dave, put the phone down.
You're fine. I just want to make sure because I don't want to. I'm gonna go through this once.
I know how to split.
Oh, okay, so we're going through, we're gonna click this, make a copy. So this is if you have to strike something out, you don't wanna opt out. So you go make a copy,
Okay.
you go as a flat PDF, signature preserved, not editable, to loop. So you go to Honeygold, I find my Honeygold and I gotta figure out which one. I think it's the small end, where's that? I think it's this one maybe.
I
Nope.
think
Well, you have 5 loops with
Don't worry, I know. And then a copy,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it. Cause Honeygolds fell apart once.
Oh, okay.
Moving right along, Dave.
Oh, see? Well, that's super weird.
maybe that one's archived, the one that you're trying to use.
I don't know why. That was super weird. Imports fail. That's super weird. I don't know why. Is my internet working?
This is the internet's garbage.
Let me do this one.
Copies flat PDF.
Copy is the flat PDF though, huh?
There it is.
Okay.
And then, so right there, it shows up bold, and then there you go. And then you can strike through whatever. Signatures are signed.
That's cool, okay.
And then, so you want to split this document? Okay. Signatures are signed. File. Split document. So then you got to figure out. So this is the big thing.
I write it on a piece of paper.
You got to go
Yeah,
get a
you
piece of
do.
paper,
I do too.
or I'll pull up notes. I'll put a note thing on here, and you got to go through. So I have 15 pages. Okay. I got to split up to 4 things. So you got to think. You got to have. Let's just do 20 because the numbers are easier. So you have 20 documents, 1 through 5. 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20. You have to make sure in your head, I need 4 splits.
Just write down the page number.
Yep.
That's what I do.
If
Adjust
you
your page numbers first.
adjust your page numbers first, and then you can label each page hey, this is I'll group people I'll group like the ABAs. These are all the ABAs. This is the home warranty. This is the final walkthrough. This is something else. This is the meat of the purchase agreement. This is, and then you just click it, and it'll automatically split it for you, and then you're done.
That feature.
Could I also just make a suggestion to some of you, since we're on the split topic?
Yeah.
If there is something that is missing, an initial or a signature from one page, if at all possible, could you maybe just send it all together? Because if you just send, because if it's like page
Oh, you can't
4
replace
of
the
the
document.
purchase,
I get it.
and you're sending me just page 4, then I have to go back in, split my offer
Yeah, no,
that I
that's-
have, put that back in there. So if you could just kind of
Send it
slip
all.
page 4 in there on your own and send the whole offer.
Oh yeah,
back
and that's
over to
super
me.
easy for us to do as an agent.
So that's why I like that split tool. It's awesome.
So
It's a
little
great thing.
tidbit too. Okay, you split a document, you want to put it back together. You're like, fudge, I messed it up. I messed it up. Super easy, you guys. So you go in, gonna go into the document, and you're just gonna click. Let's say we're gonna merge all of it. Well, yeah, it's not gonna do anything. You're gonna merge these. You click download. It merges them all in the order that they're labeled there, that they click, and it merges them all to one document.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
That's a-
and then you go in
When
and
it,
order
when
it
it
up.
sends
Watch.
it to you, when you share it, or
Watch.
when you download it, it does.
Oh,
Ooh, that's cool.
That's fun.
What was that?
Oh, that's my. Why did that work?
Why is it sideways and fun?
Why is this happening?
That's a manual. That's a.
Oh, we don't like Apple.
There we go. So I just merged all these documents. Look, like,
Yeah, I
there's
use that all
like
the
45 pages. They're all merged now.
Well, Christian,
now you
that's,
resplit them. 'cause you
that's
messed
how I
up.
do my signatures too, when I share, like when I have, because we have several, like
So-
I have all my things split to
Split.
begin with before
Yeah,
I
and
send
that's
it.
like your
And I'll
person.
click them, and then I'll hit share.
Share.
Because then they're only getting the one.
And then I download
And
and attach as a PDF, and then that's it. So if you're splitting, you don't have to really leave Dotloop if you don't need to.
That's cool.
So go back and repeat how you said, back to a couple steps, when you have one document. And
So what do
want-
you-
And you
what do you
wanna go
wanna
and
do?
re-edit it and make an edit, you have to make a copy first?
Oh,
Can
you're
you tell me
saying
that again?
The copies.
yeah.
Yeah, for.
So you're gonna go here. You're gonna
Yeah.
click there. All you do is make a
Make a
copy.
copy. Copy as a PDF,
Copy as a flat
file
PDF.
PDF.
And then see, you can do loops, and you can send it to different loops if you need it.
Okay.
I don't know why you need it, but you can send it to different loops. And then you type in, you find your whatever one it is, or you can create a new loop. And then you just hit OK, and it'll go directly to it. It pops up. It'll pop up in bold too, so you know it's a new document in your folder.
Now, I know this is wrong, but sometimes an agent will make an offer and they'll call me on the phone and go, your person's gonna have to come back. Instead of them crossing it out and doing a counter, they were calling me up and going, you gotta come up to this much, and having us resubmit another offer for a higher price.
So wait, what now? What?
Instead of them actually
They're
counting.
verbally,
They're
They're
telling you.
Oh, they're
verbally,
verbally negotiating.
that's so the documents don't get messed up.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
not-
no issue with
I do that all the
As
time.
long as you.
because then you don't got a document that's all
But
messed up.
remember, verbal is never binding.
Right.
well, they're not agreeing to the offer to begin with, so they're telling us you better resubmit another offer. But we have to cross out on our page
So
to
other people
show.
are like, we verbally agreed upon this. It's not in writing, is it? Is it? Where is it in writing? Because I've had that happen to me where on the listing agent, I verbally agreed to something with the buyer, and then a day later we're getting ready to sign things. They're like, no, we're not doing this anymore. And
Buyer's remorse.
then you're
Yeah,
super
change
upset, and your seller's like, what? And then can they do this? I'm like,
I get all that. I'm just saying they're doing some negotiating over the phone before they're
Yeah.
putting it in
That's
Yeah,
writing.
and then you just do the
Yeah.
strike-throughs.
I
after.
saw it $1 million listing, that's how they do it.
Just remember, though.
Nothing's good until
Right,
signed.
and that's the thing too, is
get all that.
like, I always suggest, I mean, there was times before the internet and the dot loop, there was times I literally went out to a seller's house at like 11:30 at night. Because if it's not approved, and I'm telling you, buyers sleep on it all the time and wake up in the morning and decide they don't wanna do it.
You were working for the buyer at the time? and what's it?
seller at the time. She's very
Seller.
at the time.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why Ryan does not want you people sending him ROCs, the ones that have all the stuff
Don't
that
send
needs to be
any-
done.
They
Well,
should never be sent.
These guys shouldn't be
some
sending
people
anything,
do.
these guys should not be sending anything to Ryan anyway, so.
Yeah. Well,
Only the person's name and that's it, because then Jessica does everything.
So
Jessica
that's-
sends documents to Ryan.